Hey you guys, it's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am excited to bring you guys a home decor haul, and I think I'm just so excited because I've pretty much been designing and decorating our house in my head for months, and just to kind of see the things that I've picked out come together and like pretty much create the vibe that I've been going for is just, it makes me literally so happy. And I'm excited to pretty much show you guys the decor style and the aesthetic that I'm going for with our home. So first and foremost, if you guys have not watched our empty house tour, I'll leave a link to it down below, but pretty much the empty house tour will give you guys a very bare view of what our house looks like, or how it looked like whenever we first moved in. It was pretty much starting from scratch. And whenever me and Dion left our apartment and moved, we honestly did not keep very much. The only stuff that we kept is in this room right here. I'm actually in our media room right now, which is why the backdrop's a little bit different. But we pretty much put all of our old stuff that we had in our living room into our TV room. So that's why some of the stuff looks very, very familiar. And like I said, we didn't really keep much. We just kept a lot of the old stuff from our living room. Some random decor pieces, but for the most part, we're literally starting from scratch. Like starting with the new kitchen table, starting with, new everything, new bar stools, new kitchen decor, new living decor, new couch, new everything. So we've ordered a lot of stuff. A lot of it has actually come in, and so now we're kind of just putting things together, figuring out where we want this and where we like that, and so on and so forth. So for this video, I'm gonna break it up into two parts. So I'm gonna first start off with explaining like my actual design style, like what I'm going for, the vibe, the aesthetic, what my personal style is whenever it comes to decorating, and also our design plan, like how we plan on decorating the house and the different rooms. And then of course the second half will be the actual home decor haul. So let me go ahead and backtrack to what my style is. So whenever we kind of first picked out the selections, we did have a inspo picture in mind, which I will insert here. So pretty much we trying to figure out how to incorporate both me and Dion's style, because as I mentioned in the empty house tour, he is the one who wants to do the dark cabinets and incorporate some more darker, warmer tones, and I am all about light and bright. And so in using this inspiration picture, we were able to figure out how to incorporate both of our styles to give a modern but still homey vibe, which is why we did the dark cabinets and of course the light backsplash, light countertops, and then the light floors, which I think looks amazing. And so we took this picture kind of just more so as inspiration, but I still didn't feel like I really had my style really thought out. And I keep telling Dion, like, it's really, really hard to decorate a house that you've never seen anything like it before. Makes sense? So like you guys will see kind of even throughout my home decor pieces, my style is very different. I've honestly I'm sure that someone's house has the same style. I personally though have never seen anyone's house, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be in person, whether it be in pictures. I've never really seen anyone kind of style their house the way that that we have, because my style, again, it's modern. I naturally gravitate towards more modern pieces, but I love incorporating like natural materials. Like I love brass, I love wood, I love stone, I love cement. So I've been really doing my due diligence to try to incorporate modern and those more earthy materials to just create a really nice, cozy, homey vibe. And so like I said, I have not actually physically seen anyone's house that pretty much is like my style in my head. And so what I did is I actually did like a very bootleg virtual picture of what I kind of wanted the house, or the rooms, or I guess I'll do it for each room, but particularly, for example, we're starting off with the kitchen and living room. Those are the two areas that are the most important for right now. They're the main areas, the main living spaces, and we have decided that whenever we decorate, we want to decorate it room by room. So we want to do like just focus on living room, kitchen, then focus on my office and Breland's room, and then focus on our bedroom, and then the dining room, the living room. So we're kind of just taking it room by room, because although I do love decorating, I get so overwhelmed so fast. So I need to kind of just focus and, you know, do it room by room. So for this video, the focus of it will be the kitchen, breakfast nook, living room area. So maybe like back in June, again, I've been planning it in my head for quite a while. But like back in June, I was like, let me go ahead and see if I can create like a really bootleg virtual mock-up of like how I want to decorate. Because that way I can avoid some mistakes. Because I'm a very visual person. So for me, I'm the person like I will go to the store, buy a bunch of stuff, and bring it home, and then figure out what does and doesn't look right. But, which I have done some of that, but I was trying to minimize it as much as I could. So I wanted to kind of just create like a visual picture that would allow me to pretty much like drag and drop and swap out different pieces to see like what items work best with what. Like, does this light look good with this other light? Does this light look good with these bar stools? Do the bar stools look good with this flower vase? Like, and it allows me to kind of just swap out, you know, the images just to figure out visually what looks best. And so I had my phone. So like back in June, and granted you guys, we moved in this house in September, so obviously I've been planning it for months. But like back in June, I sent this picture to my sister because I knew that she was going to actually care. And it was pretty much a virtual mock-up of the kitchen, because the kitchen was like the first room that I actually designed, because I felt like the kitchen pretty much ties everything else together. Like, I feel like the living room and the breakfast nook should be, or the living room, well, and the breakfast nook should be tied around the kitchen area. But I just took a plain picture, like, of the actual kitchen, okay, and then just dragged and dropped, like, okay, how do these brass handles look against these cabinets? How does this, you know, how do our bar stools look against, you know, with the lighting? And I pretty much created this virtual mock-up of the kitchen. And once I did this, I was like, this is my vibe. Like I said, the focus here was to just focus on like the living or the kitchen, breakfast nook, and living room first. And once I had that image and that like idea of what I wanted to go for, I was able to actually go out and start shopping. So now onto my favorite part, which is the home decor haul. Okay, so my go-to stores when it comes to home decor has been Crate & Barrel, CB2, love CB2. CB2 is pricey, but there are certain things that I'm like I could not live without. So I've been loving Crate & Barrel, CB2, of course Home Goods, of course Target, and those are like the main 4 stores that I've been shopping at for my main pieces, and you guys will see why. I have been loving Crate & Barrel and CB2 because to me, they have taken what's in my mind and just created the perfect pieces that is literally just for me. So I'll just start with, okay, this here is actually not from either of those stores. This one here is from Pier 1. It's just a plain, simple wrought iron wine holder. But I liked it because it's black, but it still looks, I don't want to use the word rustic because I am not at all a country decor kind of girl. I don't like that farmhousey style at all, but this to me just looks a little bit more worn almost, like it has these, you know, really unique details in there, and I just like the wrought iron finish fit the house perfectly. It was $35, but I did have a coupon, I think it was like 20 or 30% off, so it was on sale, but got this. Oh! Take it back. I have also been shopping a lot at All Modern as well. It is an online store, which is a bit of a hassle because you may order something, get it in, not like it, and you have to pay to ship it back. So that is a bit of a hassle, but they do have really nice pieces on there as well. And All Modern and Wayfair is the same store pretty much. So I've been loving Wayfair / All Modern also. Here's another vase that I got. This one here is from All Modern. And it's just like a light gray cement vase, which I really, no, this is not from All Modern, take that back. This is actually from CB2. And I don't know the price, but it's the Drake vase from CB2. And again, it's a light gray vase. It's really modern, super pretty. And I'm not quite sure what to put in here yet or where it's going to go. I'm thinking it'll go on the console table by the front door. But I just love the shape and the color of it, and I love the finish of it. Okay, so next up we have these coasters that I also got from, well, I got this from Crate & Barrel, which if you guys don't know, CB2 and Crate & Barrel are a part of the same parent company. CB2 is just the more modern version of Crate & Barrel, but they're pretty much the same store. And I got these coasters here from Crate & Barrel. And I love them because, again, I love this like cement finish. I don't know, I think I just love natural materials because they kind of soften the home. Again, even though I naturally gravitate towards more modern pieces, I did not want our home to feel very bland and plain and, you know, just stale and dry. I wanted our house to feel nice and warm and lived in, honestly. Like, you guys know how you see those home tours and the person, no shade, but the person like looks like they just went into the store and was like, oh, this looks bougie, this looks bougie, this looks expensive, let me go ahead and buy it all and just throw it in my house. That was what I did not want. I want to be very intentional about what I picked out and just make it feel just like nice and warm and lived in, which to me is why I gravitate towards more natural materials, because to me that does the trick. Also, you guys have noticed throughout the home decor haul that I am a neutrals girl. You probably noticed that in our old apartment if you guys paid attention. I mean, obviously this is all our old stuff here and it's all just black and white and whatever. So I am a neutral girl. For the most part, the tones that we're working with throughout at least the kitchen, living room, breakfast nook area is like black, 50 shades of beige, gray, charcoal gray, cement, and then of course the main accent color is brass, which you guys will see in a second. But love these coasters. It came in a set of 4. I think it was like maybe $20, so not that expensive, but I just love how nice and sturdy these are, and I just love the finish. Next up, I got this from Target, and it says it's made of shisham wood, but it's pretty much just a pedestal tray or pedestal server, whatever, I don't know what they're called, but it's a small little tray. It does have 4 legs on it. And of course I was drawn to the wood material. I love finishes that, like, I don't like really country rustic things. I prefer more of like a modern version of like the natural materials. So this one to me is a little bit more modern versus like something that's like really rustic, if that makes sense. And this is not, in my opinion. So I got this. And I actually got this to sit on our kitchen table to actually hold our coasters and our salt and pepper shakers, which I'll show you guys here in a second. I love what you guys see. They're so simple, but they're like my favorite thing in the whole kitchen. But I just got this because I didn't want them to just like sit on the table. And this is just an easy way to make it look even more elevated and, you know, a lot nicer without, you know, doing a whole lot. So I also got this black bowl here. I got this from Crate & Barrel, and it is a 2-tone artisan wood server bowl. And again, I love it because just look at the center of it. I love the finish of this. It's so gorgeous and so nice and warm, but I feel like it's also really modern contemporary as well because of the black, you know, outside and just the way that it looks. Like, to me, this does not look country per se. It just looks more contemporary. And we have been using this actually to store our bananas, and it looks amazing on our countertops. Wait till you guys see it actually styled out, but this is a really nice piece just to have on, you know, out and about, to actually store stuff and actually use it for something, but to actually look good as well. So I also got this cutting board here. This is actually more so for decor purposes. Probably won't ever use this actually in real life. This one here in particular, I love this one because it has a bit of a cooler undertone. If you look really closely, it actually has hints of gray in there, which is like the perfect tones and shades for our kitchen, because you guys do know we have those charcoal gray cabinets, and it actually really pulls out the gray tones. The cabinets actually pull out the gray tones from this cutting board. So again, this is more so a decor piece. Got this from Home Goods or no, was it TJ Maxx or Marshall's? One of those stores, I can't remember, but I got it for $14.99. As far as our kitchen counters go, I do not want to do, like, I'm not a person who wants to, like, fill up the countertops with all these different decor pieces. To me, I don't like a cluttered counter at all. I prefer it to be nice and clean, but I do like to have some pieces there to add some character, because since our backsplash is white and our countertops are white, it just looks real plain on its own. So I do want to have a couple pieces here and there, but like you will not see my whole countertop filled up and lined up with stuff, because that's just a quick way to make it look real tacky real quick, at least in my opinion. I have some salt and pepper shakers that I got from Marshall's. I actually got both of these on clearance. They were $9 each. These are actually more so for decor purposes, because I actually have regular salt and pepper shakers that we use for like seasoning food and all that kind of stuff. So this is more so for decor. I love the light wood tones on these, and they are perfect just again as a decor piece on the countertop. Nothing like these are not too big or bulky. They're just nice and sleek and can just, you know, be a nice touch right there on the side. And then also from Crate and Barrel, I got this is the Haze marble serving board, and it's really heavy, honestly. I love it because I love that it has this like dark gray granite finish that it's made out of. It's really nice and sturdy, and of course I love the brass handles. Like this to me is absolutely gorgeous, and it's definitely my vibe, my style, because again, it's modern, but it's not too like, it's not too blah. Like it's, I mean, it's like a serving board, so it's not that fancy or not special, but it's like it has some character to it, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Okay, I also got a planter. I actually got two planters from CB2 that I ordered online. One is actually already set up, and I didn't want to move it around because it's like set up perfectly, and it took me forever to get it that way. But you always see that whenever I do the home updates. But I also got this planter here. Okay, so the first one is like, it's brass, but it has like an ombre brass finish, and you put that one on our kitchen table. It's so nice. We love it. But this one here is a much larger planter that's for an actual tree, which is this tree here. We got it for this tree, and I love this planter. It was a bit pricey. I don't even want to say how much it was. I'm actually ashamed of how much I spent on it. Dion doesn't even know how much I spent on this planter. But I just love the brass finish. And this will actually go in the living room. We don't really have any brass accents right now we don't really have any brass accents in the living room. And so I thought that just doing something simple like getting a brass planter would just help tie together the kitchen with the living room. But it's a nice, tall, wide, heavy-duty planter. And I love this like aged, you know, worn finish. It just looks so nice, you guys. I love this. I got this to go with this plant here. It's huge. I'm not quite sure it'll fit in the frame. It's just like, it's a faux banana tree that I got from Target. Now, let me tell you guys, okay, so me and Dion went into Restoration Hardware like months ago just to get inspiration, and we fell in love with the banana tree that was in the store. However, the tree from Restoration Hardware is like $1,000, which I can see to an extent why it was so expensive, because it was humongous. Like, it was extremely tall, it was extremely wide and full, and it was beautiful, and it looked so real, and we were like, we want to get that one, and then we saw the price and we were like, no. But but because it was so expensive, of course we didn't get that one, but we knew that we wanted a plant that looked as close as we could get to the RH one, but for like a fraction of the price. And so I found this one. It took me forever to find it because it's pretty much out of stock everywhere. And so I had to drive to a special Target to get it. But I got this one here, and I think it's like 6 foot tall, something like that. And I can also go ahead and adjust the branches to pretty much style the tree however I want to, or like make it look how I want to. I haven't done that yet, but pretty much this tree right here will go into the brass planter from CB2. And again, for where it's going in the living room, it's going to be like the perfect filler piece for that space. Okay, also from CB2, I got these salt and pepper shakers. Now, they're like super simple. Y'all probably like, Kyra, why are you showing us this? Okay, just look at them. They're like a really cool, they're not marble, but they're like a really cool wooden design. Like, here's a better view of them. Like, look at that. You guys see how cool these are? They're so cool. Like, to me, I don't know, they're just so cool to me, and I was like, I have to have them. I'm pretty sure the set was like 25 bucks, which is probably way too expensive for a salt and pepper shaker, let's be real. But I just loved how cool they look, and they just go with the entire vibe and aesthetic of the house. So as I mentioned earlier, pretty much I'm gonna put these on this pedestal along with those like silver, or not silver, those cement coasters, and I just have this on the table so people can actually use it. It's a nice usable, you know, piece of decor, but it's like something very, very simple. Like, y'all look at that. Just look at that design. I loved it. So anyways, got these from CB2. Not crazy expensive. I mean, they're expensive for a salt and pepper shaker, but not crazy priced. So we got that. And then this is also something that's so simple, but it's like the perfect, again, y'all, I have a theme. I love finding things that are nice to sit out, that can pretty much be decor, but that are actually usable as well. So I found the coolest, get up closer. I found the coolest oil and vinegar bottles at World Market. Of course, I'll link them down below if I can find the link to it. But the bottle, of course, is glass. And then it has a stopper top. So it's like a cork stopper in here. And then the top part is actually brass. And it's such a cool, like, almost vintage design. I absolutely love it. It looks amazing on our countertops. And I actually put these on top of the gray granite serving table, or serving tray. I actually bought 4 of these. Oh, and y'all, this is only $5 at World Market. $5. 5 at World Market. So I actually bought 4 of them. I bought 2 for our oil. So we usually use vegetable oil and olive oil. So I have 2 of those for those 2 oils. And then I also bought 2 for my coffee maker. I use it to store my coffee syrup. So I have 1 for my caramel syrup and then 1 for my vanilla syrup. So I actually have 4 of these in total, and they look just amazing on our countertop. And then last up is just some pillows, because of course you cannot have a homey home without pillows. So obviously you guys see the vibe and the color scheme that I'm going for. So for the pillows, of course I wanted to incorporate all those tones, especially because our couch is like it's like a really pretty dark taupe velvet material. So pretty much we just went to Home Goods and it's stocked up on pillows. And we love getting the pillows that come in a set of 2 because this makes it much, much easier and it's a lot more cost efficient. So we got this set here. Again, it came with 2. This is just 1. But it's like a really pretty grayish, bluish color. Like in some lights it looks blue, some lights it looks gray and more silver. But this is a really pretty velvet, silverish gray here. We also got this one. Oh, this is actually a pillow cover. So one thing that me and Dion, one trick that we did whenever we moved into our apartment last year is because we love collecting pillows. Well, I love collecting pillows. I love buying pillows. And we were like, okay, instead of just buying a bunch of new pillows, let's just buy pillow covers to save money. So we did the same thing with this house as well. Actually, these are the pillows that are in our TV room. And these here actually are old pillows, but with brand new pillow covers. So they look brand new. And then we had 2 more left over for downstairs. And so we just bought these really pretty chocolate velvet pillow covers for the downstairs. And they came from Amazon, and they were a pack of 2 pillow covers for $10. Okay, so Y'all, I'm telling you, you gotta know where to save your coins. And I'm the queen of mixing high and low. Like I'll buy something expensive and then like pair it with something from Home Goods or Marshalls or Target, and it'll look amazing. And then I also got these black ones here from Home Goods as well. So same material and brand as like the silverish gray ones, but these are just, you know, some good velvet pillows to add to the space as well, especially because in like the living room space we don't really have a lot of black, but I knew that I wanted to incorporate some black pillows to help tie in the black from the kitchen and the breakfast nook into the living room. And so adding just a simple black pillow into that space really helps to make it all flow and tie together. Oh, the last thing is just this wicker basket. I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go. I bought it to actually store all of our blankets and things in the living room because we are, well, what is a cozy living room without blankets? Like you have to have blankets. And but I don't like the blankets like sitting around and just laying around at all. So I bought this big old basket from Home Goods and it was 40 bucks, which is a bit pricey for a Home Goods basket. However, it is huge. And I believe it's like made from Indonesia. So I got it because of course it goes to all the tones. You have like the gray woven material with like this like grayish brown handle. It looks really good. And so I bought this to store our blankets. Not quite sure if it'll go exactly where I planned on it going, but we'll for sure use it somewhere because it was way too nice to pass up. So here is the basket that I got, which will hopefully make its way into the living room, but we will see. And so that is pretty much everything that I have purchased. Well, no, let me take that back. This is actually not everything I have purchased for the house. Like I said, some things are already like set up or like they're in place, and it just makes no sense for me to move it around and bring it up to stairs to show you guys, especially because I will be doing a home updates video very, very soon where you guys will see how all of this stuff is styled. Oh no, wait, I lied. I have one more thing to show you guys. But anyways, I was saying was that I will be doing a home updates video very, very soon to show you guys how everything is styled, pretty much like the direction we've been going with the space, and like how it's all coming together because y'all, just want y'all see the vibes. Like it looks so good, and I'm excited about it. So hope you guys love it as well. But that video will be coming very, very soon. So you'll pretty much see everything that I did not show in this video in that video, like our light fixtures, our kitchen table, our dining chairs, bar stools, all that kind of stuff. But the last thing I want to show you guys real quick before I go in and off the video is, of course, to me, what is like one of the most important things in the kitchen, which is the hardware. Because to me, the hardware sets off the room, okay? And I think I had mentioned in our empty house tour that me and Dion knew we wanted to do like brass hardware. And so we actually found this hardware on allmodern.com and ordered it, and literally even Dion was like, babe, those look really good. And they're like really nice quality, like they're nice and sturdy. I think it's like a burnished brass, I believe. They're like kind of like an aged, almost worn brass. So it looks a little bit, not really softer, but it looks to me a lot more homier. Like it doesn't look super, like it's not super sparkly. Like it looks kind of dulled down a little bit. And I just love the way it looks. I love this one because I love the clean lines. Like it's just nice and sleek and clean. We also got these in the largest size, which I think they're like almost 7 inches. So they're pretty long, but they look amazing against our cabinets because we use these for the cabinets and the drawers. So they look really nice and clean, and we love these. So that's pretty much it for my kitchen, living room, breakfast nook, home decor haul. Again, you guys stay tuned for the home updates video. Wait till you guys see everything really styled out and kind of like how everything looks so far. The house is, I'm telling you guys, the house looks completely different from how it did in the empty house tour. It looks completely different, like in a good way. So stay tuned for that. If you guys want to see more home videos, let me know down below, and also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.